We're not starting back at the base, but I think I realized on the last one I might have broken some things, and it actually goes back further than the last one. Look, just very briefly, I'm not a professional developer, and I have some really, really bad habits that include testing and production that I probably shouldn't do. So I think I might have fixed everything now, and if not, whatever. This whole series is really nothing more than, well, it's playtesting and it is, you know, meant to be a fun series, but if I broke things, I just accept that. Let's keep digging. I kind of feel like I have to unpack that a little more, so let's just suffice to say, because it's kind of embarrassing. On my old computer, I had multiple installations of the game, so I effectively had a nice, safe place that I could do all my testing in. Separate installations, separate save locations, all the things. Everything was perfectly containerized. If I broke something, it was really easy to undo what I broke, start over, restore things, whatever was appropriate in that instance. And I have not mirrored that setup on this computer. It's just one installation, everything is in there, and here's the really bad part. Depending on what I'm testing, I just use all my existing save files. Yeah, I mean, I really shouldn't have to go much further from there, but pretty sure I've undone everything at this point, and if not, like I said, it's fine. I mean, I can tell you I don't have creative mode turned on or anything like that, but that doesn't mean I haven't before. This is testing after all, and I keep finding bugs and having to fix things, so I'm not a professional. That should be abundantly clear by now if it isn't already. In a perfect world, these things wouldn't be happening, but this is not a perfect world, and I am not much of a developer, so let's just go through the loot we got instead, and I'll leave this whole conversation aside because I'm kind of done with it. Got Ranger's Guide Volume 3, shots to legs with arrows or bolts slow things down, bows carry 20% slower. We got immolation arrows through Volume 5. And then we got some additional stuff. So I'm not going to worry too much about reading Talon's note right now. We've kind of done the note things in previous series. I'll leave that for you to discover as you play the mod, or not. In which case, go back and pause very quickly, and you can go ahead and read the note. Got a couple pieces of armor here. Well, one piece of armor, technically. We got some gloves. We're not going to wear those because Talon is light armor, but we do have an intriguing possibility of this guy. So Talon's flight suit is the mod for the outfit piece. Bow and aim stability plus 20%. Noise reduction should be a plus 50% or 50% noise reduction. I don't know. Yet more bugs I need to fix. Then we got the mod for the shoes, or the boots, crouch speed plus 35%, sneak effectiveness plus 25%. Those more or less put things about roughly on par with the other stuff in the game, roughly. By that I mean primarily the assassin gear. We did get a new bow though, so if we compare this guy, that guy has much more damage. I'm going to hate myself for this, but I think we'll leave that. I would much rather use that bow because I just generally am not a big fan of the crossbow. But I'm going to leave it. I said we're going to embrace the crossbow for now, and so we shall. I did get a couple of pieces of Reaper tech. We got some arrows, which that's kind of why I was really leaning toward, is we could use some really good arrows. But, you know, whatever, it is what it is. However, I do think we did get ourselves a weapon upgrade. It's not a significant one, but we found the Last Kiss. This is the one of two most recent things I've added to the game, and you are not reading that sneak damage wrong. This weapon is not meant to be your go-to to do everything with hand-to-hand combat, but it is absolutely meant to be an assassin's blade. So, there you go. I guess we can take some mods off of this guy, see if we can find any additional ones to throw on. I don't even know, like, what can we put on here? One of these has got to work, right? And we can go ahead and grab this guy, and we'll take a look at it in just a second. We cannot put a die on there. I have Strictly forbidden such things. That's the way it is. What is that one? Gain a health point? Ah, sure, whatever. So let's take a look at this knife. The final touch many enemies felt but never saw or heard. Talon removed enemies with extreme prejudice, and Bedlam is the one to thank for the name. So repairs with repair kits, scraps to machete parts, craft higher via knife guy. And if you're wondering, does it look like that? Yes, it does. Congratulations, you now have a K-bar. Next on the agenda is to take the armor that we just crafted and go ahead and swap this out for the crap we already have. Modify you, gain a slot. Modify you, also gain a slot. And then we can go ahead and wear those. Scrap that. I'm not even worried about pretending to keep those things. I guess if we can cram these guys in there, maybe that would be the better one to take. I mean, I kind of think I'd rather have that in there than the other one. I don't know. And then I guess we'll do... I do like having a little more mobility, so we'll do that just to kind of mirror trying to get a little bit more mobility out of things like we were doing earlier. So I think for the most part, this puts us in a pretty decent spot where we can now go ahead and grab what remaining fuel we have. And I should say, I even stopped and tore apart the car on the way back from our digging quest. And, well, we need more fuel, which means I probably should consider... Oh man, we already... Is it under this one? We already do have a point in salvage operations. Ugh. Well, we've got some points to spend, so let's go back to strength. Because we need to increase our armor skill at some point, so that's going to be a level 5. Guess let's just do that now. Let's get armor up. That way we can further reduce our penalties. And we're going to use this knife. This will be our primary weapon moving forward. And just because I can, I want to go ahead and give it a repair so it's nice and pristine and ready to go. And I'll even repair that guy just for the giggles. Crossbow, no love for you. Let's go back to the desert. So we're going to take the magazine skill bundle. You might notice there's a bunch of crap in our inventory. That's because someone decided to stop and harvest from a vehicle. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Sell off a few of these things here. All right. Good stuff right there. I kind of wanted to just make one last mention, and then I can let this one go. I mean, really, I need to let it go. But we're not really using much that we got from Talon's quest, which is really because there's not much to be used for this current build we're doing. I mean, kind of the idea of the mod is that it's not just a bunch of random assortment of things. I mean, if you haven't figured it out by now, there's a story being told, and maybe it's not the most in-your-face story. Maybe it's not the easiest one to follow. Maybe it's not even complete. And the honest answer, or honest response to that is, it really isn't complete, because I'm just telling a piece of a story through a little bit of lore and stuff in a game in which all the characters aren't around. So, like, how do you tell that story? It's kind of a weird thing to think about, and that's a green guy right there. I wonder if we can go stab him, because I'd like to show you how fun this weapon is, and how... That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna do us any favors right here, I promise you. This is not the be-all, end-all solution we've been looking for. I mean, we were talking about it on the last one. This is not it. This is just a slightly harder hitting knife. Although, we staggered the crap out of that guy, so that worked out okay. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is our new be-all, end-all. But the idea right now with the mod is that, you know, there's different stuff going on there, different characters, different... The idea is that the characters were actually, you know, more than just characters. Look at that, 18.5% or 18.5 times damage. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's basically an insta-kill on a lot of things. Not everything, though. Not everything. And besides, good luck getting up close enough to get an insta-kill on everything. It's not easy, especially when you're using heavy armor and have no stealth. But anyway, last I'll say about it is that Talon is not really... the Talon build is much different from the Midnight build we're doing. I think this guy's going to get... Ah, dang it. I was really hoping that guy was going to get one shot. He did not. Anyway, this knife is going to be good for us because we are using bladed weapons, but we will not be sticking with this once we get to better gear. And that probably would consist of a machete, if I'm being honest. Even though I like this weapon and I want to be all, you know, a total homer and use my own stuff, because what's the point of not having fun with it if you're going to make it? I don't know. Just, you know, I don't think we need to do that, and I don't necessarily know that it's the right thing to do for this build and what I'm trying to accomplish anyway. So instead, we'll just keep going on, and whoever gets stabbed will get stabbed. Whoever doesn't get stabbed, I see some green coming in, will not get stabbed or something. Not sure. I think I kind of lost the thread on that one. Yep, this weapon's pretty good. It might actually be better than I think it is, which is fine because it's meant to be better than the knife, but it's still not necessarily going to replace your machete. It's really a different purpose, and that's really the fun thing is the joy of hyper-specific builds. Everyone loves those, right? If you want to min-max, dude, have at it. I have zero interest, but if you want to kind of specialize, I'm here for that. I'm here for that in spades. This weapon does have higher than average decaps, so if you're wondering why we're getting so many decaps, well, you should have figured that out by now. That's one of the ways I like to build things in my mod. I like having higher dismemberment chances as a way of making something a stronger weapon. Thanks, guys. We'll just go ahead and check the final loot then, since they're going to be a minute getting back up anyway. This weapon might also have some additional bonuses that you don't know about, and you'll figure out on your own. Or you won't. Whatever. They're kind of hidden, but they're not a secret. And if you really want to know, just look at the XML. It's not like it's anything major. It's literally like a 5% thing. It's really not that big a deal, but, you know, sometimes it's fun to have fun. I think we have cleared out everyone. The last thing I want to do is get over here, because it used to be that this was a... I forget what it's called now. Hidden cache? Is that what this is? So if it still is, then we should get down here and open it up. Which, easier said than done, apparently. Hidden stash, not hidden cache. There you go. Sure, whatever. Not bad. Let's go find our last stragglers and get rid of them. I realized I forgot to see if we could sell any of the things, the knives, to the trader, but I think we're tapped out on what we can sell him right now, so that'll just have to wait for another day. I really do think this weapon is better than I think it is, and we are absolutely going to start steamrolling again like we had been. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it 5 days a week. Hi, how you doing? Get rid of that guy. I mean, the funny part about it, too, is that if we were doing Talon's build, there is a whole other separate thing that you don't even know about that would really kind of turns this into a different weapon from what it already is. Which, I mean, it's a significant boost, but it's not totally broken, but if you know how to use it right, it kind of is broken. And yet, we're not even doing that, and look at us. We're just tearing through these guys like, well, hot knife through butter. One of the reasons I'm doing so much testing, too, is just because, you know, I'm kind of finding out as I go, maybe things aren't exactly like I thought they were. I mean, and I don't know. I mean, this is where feedback is valuable, and this is where I kind of want to know, like, does that seem overcooked? Like, is that way too much? It's not enough, whatever, but... You know, sometimes you get a pretty decent feel for it yourself, and that's okay. And I might need to tone down the dismemberment a little bit. I don't know about how much, but yeah, we might need to tone that down just a bit. We'll see. Can I sell you any crap right now? Yeah, I didn't think so either. Or I can sell you that much I know, and sure, you'll buy some lead. I don't know what to do with the lead. Probably keep it, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, let's go and read our magazines. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. All sorts of good stuff there. And now let's, do I not have any, don't have any frames? Well, crap, dude, we need some building blocks. Here, get 15 of those post-haste. And let us get out of here. I tell you, I think I do want to do another playthrough. I mean, gosh, honestly, I would kind of like to do a playthrough of each different build in the game, just to, like, really see how it goes. We kind of did... bit of a hybrid thing last time around, where we were doing some explosives and some other stuff. And that was a lot of fun. And I kind of feel like I've covered the explosives tree pretty well for the explosives build, but yeah, I might really have to do a Talon run. That's the one I've been debating. Well, I mean, technically it's a Titan or a Talon run. Either way, take your pick. It's primarily just a bow-only / melee-only run. That would be the operative thing to think about. Acid from cars, medical equipment, and acid barrels. Yes, please. Let us go ahead and check this gun safe. Oh, hey, look at that. 12D4 boots. We might end up using those boots. I mean, they're Reaper boots. Oh, there's Rains. I mean, gosh, I have to read it, right? The thing is, though, man, we're finding... since I added those maps to other things... Oh, he is... Look at that. His is right in the better spot, because that's right on the edge of the crap area. His is not really what we want either. I mean, just being real here, right? Rain is going to be medium armor spear build, and we're not doing medium armor spear build. We're doing heavy armor blade build, which I don't know if that's a normal combination. And I don't know, I guess I just haven't really given that much thought. But it seems like people tend to go heavy armor, they do like sledge or clubs or something like that, and yet that's not the way I have built things in, so I don't know, whatever. I mean, obviously do whatever you want, but going back to that idea of having each of the characters in the mod be, you know, kind of a character and have their own personality and style and all those things, that's kind of where I end up, is technically we've made one that is heavy armor and blades, among other things. It's a weird combination of things that you can't do in the base game. It just doesn't work that way. Don't fall. Oh, man. Meh. Nah, all right. I screwed that one up. Can I get in from here? No. Okay. Let me backtrack. Okay, so back at the staircase, we can just walk down now. That was a burby-derby-derby-der moment right there. I could have gone the other way, but I missed. That's all it was. There, we'll open the door that we could have just walked right in through and instead could not because it was locked. Because we didn't hit the thing to open it. How you doing? Come on out. Yeah, this knife is too good. It needs to be tuned down a little bit, I think. Although, I don't know. Maybe I'm fine with it. I might leave it for a while and just see how it feels. Like, we're getting some pretty good kill shots on these guys, but I think it will fall apart once we get into a greener area than where we are. That's my suspicion. I mean, I say that realizing that we did take down some pretty heavy targets so far, but I do think it'll fall apart a little bit, and it's not really what I want, per se, but it is what I want, because I think that'll mean it's a little better balanced than otherwise. And if not, again, whatever, I don't care. Someone's just going to take the stuff in the mod and do stuff with it anyway, I suspect, and, I don't know, give themselves all sorts of crazy stuff, and I don't care, whatever, do what you want. That's what it's here for, right? That's what it's here for. How you doing? I'm gonna stab him in the butt. Yeah, that would suck. Dude's just trying to get up from the ground and someone just comes by and stabs him right in the butt with a K-bar. Purse pistol. We haven't seen one of those in a minute. So if we go back in, we can now get out via the garage, and then we should be able to go downstairs to get to the end here, and I think this level is where our fetch is? Yeah, I honestly haven't been paying attention to that, so I haven't concerned myself with it. If I'm being truthful with you, I kind of forgot we had a fetch. That's usually the case, though. Oh, we can make a double pocket mod. That's good. I don't like wasting our materials on single pocket mods. That kind of drives me nuts. But a double, I'm okay with. Bad dog. Ooh, There's some fancy jumping and dancing around right there, I'll tell you what. Okay. There's often someone else stuck in here, I think. Maybe? Maybe not. Man, we could really use a helmet light mod instead of this goofy night vision thing. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of whatever. It's fine. That's our fetch completed, though. That's good news right there. Take some more knife parts, because we are going to want oodles of those later on. I don't know how many oodles, but at least several. Hey, look at that, an iron sledge. That's fun. That's fun. I haven't done a sledge build in a while either. Oh man, I miss a good sledge build. Those are kind of tough just because it takes a little while for them to, as the kids say, come online because of the stamina usage. But oh man, they are pretty darn satisfying to use. Gotta admit. Gotta admit it. They are a good time. Just looking to see if we can compress some of our items. I mean, we can put a mod on one of the, like on the sledge, for instance, but oh, come on, bring it on. Bring it on. This is not a clear, it's just a fetch? Well, shoot. Color me tickled pink, because that means we're done with this place. Let me go prep all the stuff. I'll check these last shelves. And the next thing you see will be us opening final loot. The filing cabinet in the room next door had a magazine, just the food magazine. So, just so you know, we picked up one more point of food by way of that. Ammo pile, what you got? Sure. Stuff we don't care about. We'll take it. More stuff to sell. Oh man, we have run out of inventory. That is bad news, because we still have multiple boxes to go through. Oh, good grief, dude. This is not good. I'm gonna have to start... I mean... That's good? Can we put 3 mods on there? No, we can't. Shoot. You. Okay, so... Yeah, I gotta make room for things. This is obnoxious, and I think we have some of the stuff in the bike already. There's not an easy way to get to the bike. Fine, let's see what's in here for the last one. Nothing great. We'll probably just scrap that guy, because it's worth more as parts, believe it or not. It's kind of one of those funny things. Oh, we can't put that in there. I knew that as soon as I grabbed that. It's like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. Fine. Bruh. We'll go ahead and turn this in as we wrap things up. Oh gosh. First aid kit or some concrete mix. Or some glue even. I mean, the first aid kit's pretty practical. We might want that sooner rather than later. Concrete's not that big a deal, but I guess we'll take the concrete. I don't know. I don't really care. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I guess we are getting kind of close to night, but I don't think I want to mess with that one. Let's go ahead and take a clear fetch just because I like the sound of that. And we're going to sell just a couple of the things we got that last go-round there. The things we're not going to use, primarily those parts. And again, we cannot sell all the knives because we've sold too many to him, but we can sell him some brass and some lead. And that'll give us a good little chunk of change there. I mean, I don't even know where that leaves us. Wow, just under 20,000. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to buy some gasoline just so I don't have to go harvest it myself. But that's also kind of expensive, but we did just make a good, decent little chunk of money. You know what? I will buy 500 just because sometimes paying for convenience is absolutely worth it. We'll pick up on the next one. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.